Jesus, can I talk to you for a little while? I know I've said I'm okay so many times, but honestly, I'm not. I'm tired of pretending that this doesn't hurt me.
Of course you can, Alex. You never have to hide your pain from me or pretend that you're stronger than you are. Tell me what has been hurting you.
It's my love life, or honestly, the lack of one. I'm 30 years old, Jesus, and I've never even had a relationship. And lately, I'm starting to wonder if something is seriously wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with you because your story looks different from someone else's. You are not behind, forgotten, or defective because you're still waiting. Your worth was never determined by whether someone chose you romantically.
But sometimes that's exactly how it feels. I watch people around me get married, have children, fall in love, and build their lives together. And then I go home alone and wonder, Jesus, when is it going to be my turn?
I know that question has been sitting inside your heart for a long time. And I know you can genuinely be happy for those people while still grieving what you don't have. You don't have to feel guilty for admitting that it hurts.
I've tried, though. I've worked on myself, I've worked on my body, I've tried to become more confident, and I've learned to actually love myself. But somehow, I still can't seem to find someone who wants me.
Alex, I have seen every bit of that work. I saw the changes nobody else noticed, and the moments when you chose to keep going even when you felt discouraged. You don't become more valuable because someone finally recognizes your value.
I've even tried dating apps, Jesus, and sometimes they're honestly humiliating. You see that someone likes you, but then you're told you have to upgrade your subscription just to find out who it is.
I know how frustrating that has been for you. You were hoping for a genuine connection, but sometimes the whole process made you feel as though love had become something you had to purchase. And then even after paying, the disappointment didn't stop.
Exactly. I'll finally match with someone, we'll talk for a while, and I'll start thinking maybe something could actually happen. Then suddenly I'm left on read, and I never hear from them again.
And you tell yourself that it shouldn't hurt because it was only a conversation. But I know what you were really losing wasn't just a conversation. It was the little future you had started imagining. That's why it hurts so deeply.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I start imagining what it could become. And then suddenly I'm sitting there staring at my phone, feeling stupid, forever getting my hopes up. Sometimes I wish I could just stop caring.
But your ability to care isn't something you should hate about yourself. You are a hopeless romantic because your heart longs to give and receive something genuine. The problem isn't that you love deeply. It's that you've been hurt by people who couldn't love you the way you needed.
And sometimes people don't even want to know me. They just want something physical. And once they get what they want, they're gone. I don't want to be someone's temporary desire, Jesus.
I know you don't. You want someone who sees your heart, your fears, your dreams, your flaws, and still chooses to stay. You want to be loved as a person, not simply wanted for what someone can take from you.
That's all I've ever really wanted. Someone I can come home to, someone I can trust, someone I can marry and build a family with. I've dreamed about having children for so long, Jesus.
I know that dream is precious to you. I've heard you imagine the ordinary things, the home, the family, the laughter, and having someone beside you through life. I know how frightening it feels when the dream seems further away with every passing year.
That's what scares me the most. I'm 30 now, and time feels like it's moving faster than I can keep up with. What if I wake up one day and realize that the life I dreamed about never happened?
You are carrying tomorrow's uncertainty as though it were already a sentence written against you. But tomorrow has not been written in your hands, Alex. You only know what you fear will happen, not what I may still do with your life.
But I've prayed about this so many times. I've cried to you about it, Jesus, more times than I can even count. Sometimes I honestly wonder if you hear me at all.
I hear every prayer, Alex. Psalm 34 says, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted," and I have never been farther from you in those moments. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was there.
Then why haven't you answered me? I've asked you for someone to love, someone who will actually stay. I've waited, and sometimes it feels like nothing is happening.
I know how difficult waiting becomes when the thing you're waiting for means everything to you. But my silence is not the same as my absence, and waiting is not proof that I have forgotten you. You see the empty space, I see the whole story.
I'm trying to trust you, but some nights I just break down. I lie in bed and think about everything I've missed, and I start wondering whether anyone will ever find me attractive enough, lovable enough, or worth staying for. And I hate admitting this, but I've cried over it so many times.
You don't have to be ashamed of those tears, Alex. You don't become less of a man because your heart hurts, and you don't become weak because you cry. Blessed are those who mourn, because I do not turn away from a grieving heart.
I've cried so many nights talking to you. Sometimes I just bury my face in my hands and ask, Jesus, what am I doing wrong? And I keep wondering why everyone else seems to find love while I keep getting left behind.
Alex, listen carefully to me. You are not being punished, and you are not being left behind. Your life is not a race against everyone around you.
But what if nobody ever comes? What if I'm always the person watching everyone else experience the things I've prayed for? What if marriage and children really aren't part of my story?
I will not give you a promise about tomorrow that I have not given you. But I will give you something I have already promised. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Your future may be uncertain to you, but you are not walking into it alone.
I think that's what I forget. I'm so focused on wanting someone beside me that sometimes I forget you already know what it's like to sit beside me in the darkness. You've been there through every rejection, every lonely night, every unanswered prayer.
I have been there, Alex. And when you thought nobody wanted you, I still wanted you near me. When you thought you weren't enough, I never looked at you and saw someone who wasn't enough.
Then why does my heart still hurt so much? Why can I know all of this and still wake up lonely tomorrow? Why can I believe you love me and still desperately want someone here with me?
Because knowing you are loved does not mean you stop being human. You can trust me and still long for companionship. You can have faith and still wish someone would hold your hand. I don't ask you to stop wanting love, Alex.
Then what do you want me to do? Because I'm tired of chasing people who don't want me and getting attached to people who were never going to stay. I'm tired of wondering whether I should keep trying or just give up completely.
I want you to stop measuring your worth by every person who walks away. Stop letting a dating app, an unanswered message, a failed date, or someone's rejection become the voice that tells you who you are. Their inability to love you does not make you unlovable.
Jesus, I think I've been doing that for years. Every rejection becomes another little piece of evidence that may be on the problem. And eventually all those little pieces start feeling like one huge truth.
Then let me tell you a different truth. You are my beloved, Alex, and your identity cannot be built on whether another human being swipes right. You are more valuable than someone's approval, more precious than someone's attraction, and more deeply known than you realize.
I wish I could believe that every night. Because some nights I still want to cry and ask you why I'm alone. I still want to wake up one morning and finally have someone who chooses me.
Then when those nights come to me. Cry if you need to cry. Tell me you're angry, tell me you're afraid, and tell me you don't understand. You don't have to bring me a perfect prayer. Just bring me your honest heart.
So if I cry again tonight, you're not disappointed in me? If I tell you that I'm scared I'll never find someone, you're not going to think I don't have enough faith? If I admit that I'm still hurting, you won't walk away from me?
No, Alex. I will not walk away because you are hurting, and I will not love you less because you are afraid. You are not too broken, too emotional, too lonely, or too difficult for me.
Jesus, I don't know what happens next. I don't know if I'll ever have the wife and children. But maybe for the first time, I don't want to run away from you just because I don't understand the answer.
Then stay with me, Alex. You don't need to know the entire road tonight. You only need enough light for the next step. And when the loneliness comes back, remember that you never have to face it alone.